Yeah, it is one for sure. Is it? Oh. A children's story. That's a good song. Read it to all the kids. All the kids. Not long ago. Good old Slick Rick. Slick Rick. Other people out there trying to be slick with their mouth. Getting slick in the mouth. Oh, thanks for that whipped cream. If you know about whipped cream, you know. That's some funny shit right there. Right? I mean, that I've never heard so much shit in my life. Trying to tarnish my character. I think you've already done that yourself. Do that on your own, man. You're responsible for how you sound and how you act. You're responsible for your own character. I'm not trying to do it. You do it on your own. And hey, Retta, and if you give a fuck, you give a fuck, and if you don't, you don't. So, I thought nobody gave a fuck. Welcome in, Jen. Morning. Shit. Hello, Tammy. How are you? And when people, in the peanut gallery say, I just don't understand. That's right, you fucking don't. You don't fucking understand it. Because it was a personal thing between a group of friends that was supposed to be kept off the app. But she didn't keep it off the app.
A diaper this free sets them free. Only Pampers Cruisers 360 have the 360 stretchy waistband for up to 100% leak-proof fit. On every wild child.
And I believe that there is no restrictions on going live and saying whatever the fuck you want to about whatever. But I do invite, parolee, since she's got Gemini's name in her mouth, and calling her out of her name. She doesn't even know her. And 50, and Amber, and all the mods over there, current. They can all come over. I do not care. If you want to have a conversation and you want to know the business that was supposed to be private and dealt with like adults, like we said in the beginning, we want to keep it off the app. But if you mention it on the app, then we're going to talk about it. So that's why when I go live, I talk about it. So if you don't like it, then don't listen. But like I said, I am that one that's going to, you were asked politely, do not take it to the app because we don't want to put it on the app. It's not everybody else's business. But you did. So here we are. Hello, Drop and Go. Hello, it's Kayla. So you obviously wanted to start shit. So here we are. Is it annoying? I'm sure it is. It is for me because I've took it upon myself to do it. Because we, as adult women, tried to handle it with you and Dora. And you didn't. We said, just keep it off the app because it's something that should be discussed between us. But then again, you flipped it around, switched it up, and said that we attacked you. You felt attacked. Whatever. You're entitled to your feelings. You're allowed to have them. We were expressing our feelings, which we are allowed to have. Just as you are. So, you shouldn't have brought it to TikTok. And yeah, that's another thing. Why the fuck do you care so much about numbers? I don't give a shit. If there's 0 in my life, I'm still going to go live and do this. There's like 270 over here, and there's like 7 over there. I could give a fuck, Jessica. Okay? I could care less. It's not about the views, the likes, the clicks, the tappies, or whatever the fuck it is over there. It's about the truth. I'm not over there perpetuating bullshit. I'm running on facts and truth over here. And Scammy Claus wanting to get, putting a shout out over there for your old mods, or then you double down and saying you want to put your new mods in there. That's hilarious. But anyway, no, your old mods and your old people, know the truth. She wants to talk to anybody, she can talk to us. And people inserting themselves without knowing the business. You know, they don't even know what they're fucking speaking on. And Beast Mode making a picture with Gemini's account name at the bottom of it. That's not right at all. And you said you shared that original picture with just friends. You had that up in your live one day, like half a day and the rest of the night. You shared it on a live. That wasn't with just private friends. So anybody could have took that picture. Had done anything they wanted to with it. I explained to you before, like the meaning, the definition of consequences in the VC that we had in private. Hey, Tangled. Thank you. I appreciate you. Right? My numbers would go up too if I just opened my platform to bullshit. But I don't. You do. That's your choice. That's cool. And I never wanted to control your fucking platform. I was concerned with you and how you were going to come across. You. Your name. That's what I was concerned with. And if you think I'm mad about anything, you're wrong. Still bumping them, man. Bumpity bump, bump, bump. Hello, Vajazzled. Right, her name ain't shit now. A few of us tried to give advice because we gave a shit, and that's what you get for caring. And how dare you run your mouth on Gemini, say anything about Gemini, even utter her name. That's fucking stupid. All right, Jen. And that's something that you can keep out of your mouth, is Gemini or tangled web of lies. That's something you can seriously keep out of your mouth. Hello, Lana Banana. All right, Jackie. Yeah, she is spreading false information on you. You did not put up that post and invite the mods into a live. That was not you, tangled web of lies. Scammy Claus used the photograph that you did on a post, and she put up her own wording onto it. She reused, recycled your original post. But then Beast Mode turned around and made it. That is false advertising, I have to say, with your name at the bottom of it. Right? Need to rally up no fucking mods. I'm just saying. Her old mods know exactly how it is. You don't even have to be a mod to know how shit works over there. If it involves T and Dora, fuck it. We know how it works. We know how, especially if it involves Dora, we know how it goes. She thinks I wanted to control her platform, and it's no. I wanted to make her aware of the road she was getting ready to travel down, as the rest of us were, and how it would make her come across, how it would make her look to other people. We were concerned with her. And yes, she disrespected me. Cool. Did you get a star for the day for that? I hope so. But then, it wasn't even that of why, say shit every time I go live, that I speak the truth. It is because you came out of your face with it. And you were asked not to. But like I said, anybody wants to come over here and ask me any questions about anything. Yeah, right, Jackie? Yeah. Dora don't ride for anybody but Dora. Best believe that shit right now. Trust and believe that fucking shit. And I don't understand why everybody, her fucking people that sit in boxes are concerned about what's going on between me, Gemini, and the others. And with T and Dora. None ya, bitches. None ya. Hello, Grandma Life 2.0. Yeah, parolee can sit her fucking ass all the way down and shut up. True that, which I don't have one. So there's that. Which I could care less. I could care less who has charges or not. It ain't my fucking business. That's what I'm saying. I don't involve my shit in. I don't involve myself in other people's business. But what I go on here and talk about is my fucking business. Period. I'm not over here talking on every Tom, Dick, and Harry and inviting motherfuckers to argue in my shit, over here in my boxes and shit. That's just not the way I roll. Yeah, they don't realize how worse it can get, and it can. Hello, Myra. Hello, Dawn Lynn. I mean, has anybody really stop and ask themselves, where did the good ones go? Huh, shit. Because I'll tell you what, the thing about me is, when I care deeply for somebody, hey, Mama Jax, how are you? When I care about somebody, and when I tell them, man, I love you, I love you. I mean that shit. So when you do me wrong, or you do these other people wrong that you fucking stood up for, then you told you loved them, like you did, oh God, like you did me. Yeah, as much as I cared and loved, I'm gonna do this just as much as I cared and loved about you. It can go the other way too. I could dislike you that much as well. No, I'm not on here being mad and crashing out and yelling and hollering. I'm just over here stating a fact. All kinds of facts. And then, what was it she said one time? So I guess I'm a narcissist. Well, I'm sorry that everything that I have said prior about being a narcissist or having traits of, I just shared it because, I was married to one of the very top, a top narcissist. And I could pick it out. The behavior. And just because that you are, aligning yourself with it and you see the traits of yourself in it, that's not my problem. That's yours. And if you feel like you are that way, maybe try to fix it. You got people all riled up over shit that's your problem. That is your business. That was not supposed to be brought to TikTok. And I'll remind you again, we asked you in the VC that we had with you. We don't want to take this to TikTok and have this type of conversation. Because it's just between us, this tight group of friends. But what did you fucking do? That's why I'm here to remind you. This is what the part of, when you fuck around, this is the finding out part. This is that little piece of, I'm speaking personally, me, moi. That this little piece of my personality, my character, whatever you want to call it, that when you do that to me, or you do that to someone that I love and care about, you will constantly keep finding out after you have fucked around. So I'm like that constant little, that fucking itch that you just cannot reach to scratch. That's one part of my character that I've tried. And it's so hard to like get rid of. And I tell you what, I've worked really hard over the years. And I've dispersed and got rid of, worked on, kumbaya and over, and I've got rid of about 85% of that annoying little sister flick on the end of the nose and dare you to fucking swing. But that 15%, this is it. This is it. I've got to stay just a little bit true to myself. So, I am that find out person. So here we are. And you never know. Here we might be again. Fuck it. I don't know. Like I said before, maybe the next hour. Hour and a half hour, 15 minutes. Whatever I deem fucking necessary. Don't worry what Tangled Web of Lies does, aka Gemini, aka somebody you deeply trusted in to do your fucking shit for you. You entrusted that person. You cared, liked, and loved. Didn't you? Didn't you? Let me speak your language here. You both trusted him, didn't yuns? Yuns did, didn't you? You and Dora. But look at you now. Yeah. This is what not giving a fuck sounds like. I could give a fuck if you care about what the fuck I'm saying about you. This is what not giving a fuck looks like. Not what you're doing by sneaking in and listening to my live or any of that shit. Or hanging around the bushes with the bullshit. And I'm not yelling or hollering at you. I'm just speaking honesty. If I want to take care of something or talk to somebody about something, I'll do it to your face or through this app, whatever. Since, we don't live in the same fucking state. Nobody's seriously pulling up on anybody. Let's get that out of your heads now. Ain't nobody doing that fucking shit. I'm gonna pull up. No, you're not. Okay? First of all, no, you're not. You're not gonna get in your fucking shit or hop in a plane or, jump on a train to come and see me. What you gonna do when you get here? What you gonna do? Nothing. Because I don't think you're ready for all that. And I'm not saying I'm a big Billy badass. Not saying that. I just don't think after that trip you would be ready to first of all have a conversation face to face with me, because I don't think you'd hold that same energy that you do on this fucking app as you would to my face. Because I know you wouldn't. Oh, you good, Loretta. You're fine. That's right, Tangled. Keep pushing out those lies. Keep doing it. It's like some kind of Willy Wonka fucking bubble machine or something. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Lie, lie, lie. And you keep doing that, and my girl Gemini will keep pumping out the truth. How about that? Hello, Queenie. How are you? Sorry, just looked down at my phone again here. Just now saw that. Okay. Because y'all full of so much shit, man. And yes, I fell for it. I fell for that fucking shit. Hook, line, and sinker. I sure did. I forgot the old saying that, a fish with a closed mouth doesn't take the bait. Damn. And I didn't listen to my gut. I'm good, Queenie. I stay over here in my own lane and I speak on shit that involves me. You were asked to keep your fucking mouth shut on TikTok. Oh, this is about T and Dor and their fuck shit, Queenie. Yeah. Hello, Miss Amy. Yeah, Dor needs to quit saying that she never doxed anybody. That's for real. Shit. You good? Hello, Drama Talk. How are you? And I don't think this is like an unproductive verbal exchange. Because I'm out here talking it out. I'm here just letting everybody know. Yeah. Oh, and I don't know if the mods remember what I said over there, but when you said like, man, I've lost my mod powers. I don't know what's going on. Do you know that they turn those off and on? But always just TikTok glitching. I've been hacked. I have been hacked. That's not how that works. Have you reached that 10,000 mark yet, T? Because, I don't have anybody blocked over here that I know of. Maybe a few. I don't know. I have no clue. I never had you blocked. I never had Dora blocked, but I appreciate y'all, blocking me. Yeah? But she thinks, if her or her people come over here, that I'm going to drop, block, and all this other shit. I don't do that. I don't do that. I let people say what they want to say to me. I truly do. Because you know what? That's the difference between you and I. T. I can take that heat. You understand me? I am not afraid of anything. You are. Welcome back, Jen. I am not afraid of what anybody has to say to me. Or about me. Do you understand that? You just don't get it. You don't get it. You never will. God. I swear, man. All you gotta do is just hover, listen, and watch. hover and watch. And half them fucking fake accounts that come there and fuck around are probably Dora. Right? I saw on that too, sorry, I'm coughing. Damn. Excuse me. At the bottom of one of those pictures, it said, it was a comment made by somebody where it said something about she was claiming hip issues the other day. Has that been a running thing for years? Tangled? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. It was on one of those reposts. I think, who was it that posted that? It was a post that somebody made of when she was Brown Eyes for Days. Wasn't that the name of her username at the time? Yeah. And at the bottom of it there, when she was asking for money or whatever, it said she just sits there and doesn't say anything or something like that. And then one other comment on that post, on that screenshot, it said at the bottom, it said she was claiming hip issues yesterday or the other day. And that's when she was doing her asking for money or whatever. Yeah. She's always complained with that. Really vajazzled. Fuck that, man. Wow. I don't doubt it. Right? Oh, man. Oh, y'all pay attention to my numbers? I got 15 in here now, not 7. It's 15. Look at the numbers. Oh, went up 1. I got 16 now. You fucking care? Shit. Y'all worried about them numbers, aren't you? Shit. But you don't give a fuck, right? Sounds like you do. Shouldn't have fucked around. You finding out. Yeah, that's what they think. They think that nobody's going to come for them. You know. They are shitty. But they keep dipping into that big pile of shit with a spoon. They'll scoop it up and they'll shove it in people's mouths. I just don't like the taste of it. I'm not doing it. That's why I questioned shit when I was over there. Oh, Queenie, she had Gemini's name in her mouth. And, you know, just being T. That's all she has to do is just be T. That's what she did. Sorry, I answered your question for you, Tangled. And then Parolee had to run her mouth. Shit she don't even fucking know about. That's what's funny. Then the rest of the fucking peanuts had to pipe up. They don't even know what they're running their mouth about. Yeah, that's one of the major things is the misinformation she posted on her live about Tangled Web's account. Get a lot of misinformation over there.
I was getting messages left and right because I missed most of it, so I'm like catching
Yeah.
up. But yeah, a Pearly, I guess apparently called me a bitch like that's supposed to hurt my feelings. First
Yeah.
of all, she doesn't even know me. Second of all, I am a bitch. I'll be that bitch. And third of all, which is the most important one, Pearly, you will never catch a racial slur ever coming out of my mouth like it did yours. And I don't have a made up twin sister and hiding on another account. So take that. And T, stop double dip.
Ooh, thank you. Yeah. Stop that double dipping. It's very hurtful. You might remember what goes on. Welcome in, everybody.
But what I do have to say, Amanda, is you know what? It's let them talk. I mean, I post my videos for a reason
I
because
know.
my videos is nothing but like fact and their own words. And what
Mm-hmm.
happens? They see the posts, they go live to talk about it, do misinformation, and then it gets them all riled up that it keeps them talking. And what does that talking do? They change their stories. And people, they're basically just minimizing their credibility on their own. We don't even
Mm-hmm.
have to do anything. People will realize it,
Oh, I know.
but
Yeah.
she just, I mean, coming at you, uh, she was ballsy today.
Look, I
But
didn't
you know
like her
what,
coming at
T?
you. I didn't like her coming
Yeah,
at
well,
her mouth
I
about
don't
you
like,
or anybody else talking on you. I'm the
no,
same
I
way.
know.
That's
I'd
not.
rather them listen. I'd rather them come at me and leave all of you guys alone because I could really rock their fucking world. Keep trying it.
Oh, I know. I know you can.
One
Hello,
thing I
Kim's
can't
with
stand is a
Plunkett.
liar. So talking shit is one thing, but lying on people,
Mm-hmm.
I don't do
Yeah.
liars.
Yeah. Is the Cluckett crew coming in? There's one. Kim's with Cluckett. Hello. How are you? Payroll Mama, thank you.
Wait, who the heck is a Clucket crew? Is that new?
That's their crew over there now. They're calling themselves the Cluckett crew.
Stop. Are you
No.
serious?
Do you know how many jokes are already loaded in the chamber, man? I'm telling you.
Wow.
I mean, I just keep my mouth closed. I do because I'm like quick with it, and if I do, it'll I can't. I just can't. Hello, sweet cheeks. How are
I
you?
don't have words for that one. That's funny. I didn't even know they have a
Yeah.
crew now. I knew they had like a family song.
I mean
Wow.
how how what? I mean it gives off like 13-year-old vibes. Like, hello, TT. I mean, do off like 13-year-old vibes. Like, hello, TT. I mean, do what you want to do. That's cool. But it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't, that's still a thing, I guess. But the fuck, man.
It's giving like buddy bands and friendship bracelets era.
That's what I'm saying.
I
It's
find
a,
it ironic that T had the nerve to speak on somebody crying today. I guess she was screaming petty or something.
Uh
And
huh.
she was like, apparently it's a crying day. Everybody's crying. Ma'am, you should be the last one with your crash outs and tears right after, followed with laughter after you get your gifts for crying.
Right.
Sit all the way the fuck down.
I don't know. Forever young. I don't know. They're into
And
some
then
wild shit.
For Dora to speak on Bree and be like, "Oh, Bree's Petty's mouthpiece for the week." Ma'am, you're everybody's mouthpiece, including
Oh
you are
God.
Bernie's biggest mouthpiece.
Oh my God.
Like the
Yeah.
hypocrisy is so fucking wild from them.
Yes. 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 But here I am. Like I said, I am that annoying fucking. And I am the baby of the family, and I will truly do this. I am that find out person. You can ask, oh, Mr. Manders now, he'll tell you there's a chick from fucking high school, man. And I told her, you fuck with me, I will, that's it. You'll be reminded every time I see you in public. And the last time I saw her in public, everybody in the Walmart, I knew it. You know what I'm saying? She was on a scooter. She had a neck brace on. I gave no fucks. She was probably doing it to, get medication. I just right over the top of her head, I said, you are nothing but a fucking filthy, dirty cunt. While she's scooting along on her little, going through Walmart. Yelp. That's what happens. You find out. You keep finding out. Is it annoying? Yes. My God, yes. Hello, Bree. Yes, it is annoying. But that's what FAFO means. If you fuck around, you find out. I am the find out person. So keep fucking around.
They will. That's what they do. That's all
Yeah.
they do.
Well, they're gonna keep coming up with some more bullshit lies and fake accounts to come in and mess with people, and then who's to come in and mess with people, and then who will be behind some of the accounts, maybe not all of them, but it'll just be the same, just like they used to say to Jin Jin, wash, rinse, repeat. Oh, you're good, drama talk. I don't care. You're fine. See, I don't mind anybody who wants to come in here. I'm not over here blocking, muting, and all that shit. The only way I'm gonna, if anybody gets out of hand and gets real shitty in the comments or something, we can have a conversation. I am here to talk to you. I'm a let's work it out person. You know? I mean, I can talk it out with anybody. I can have a conversation with anybody. And I will. I'm not going to be over here and I will. I'm not going to be over here like I've said a million times before. So here's the, million and one. I'm not the person that's going to, put on that fucking gangster rap real to the ceiling and thumping it out and fucking swinging it air. Hello, rule breaker. I'm not going to be punching air, punching pillows. Man, I'm going to show my whole ass. No.
Yeah, I would have thought she would have used her brain a little bit today. I mean, she saw what happened when I found out Dora lied on me, and she just lied on me today. So your
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah. Hello, Justina. I see you're waving a white flag. How you doing? Hello, Michelle. How are you? Long time no chat. Hello, kindness is free. Oh my God. Let's make a number call out. I have 22 in my live. Should I be like, going hardcore on this now? Oh, shit. I'm doing good. I'm glad you're okay. Hello, Diagnosis Amnesia. How are you? But Justina, just so you know, I'm not here to go back into a friendship with you at all. You got married, Michelle? Oh my goodness. That's right, you did. I mean, I don't look backwards, I look forwards. Okay. It's cool. You're cool if you want to come in here. That's fine. I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying. I look forward, and it's nothing on you. And it just, oh, well, I appreciate you showing the support. I do. Um, yeah. Yeah.
Wait, who's bullying somebody? I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
That's sad. When are they gonna learn, them meaning
Yes.
T and Dora,
I,
to
I don't know.
when they come at people and they say things about people, do they not think people are gonna respond to them? Some will and some won't. Well, I'm the bitch that will, especially if you lie on me. Like, leave people the fuck alone and thinking
Right.
that you're both untouchable. You're not untouchable.
Right.
You guys both have a lot of dirt.
Yes, TT, you can ask a question. Hell, anybody can ask a question. That's right, Justina. No. Nope. Like where, TT? Where are you talking about? I'm sure you do, Michelle. Mom, my Dora and T gang, those are my peeps. Well, good. That's good for you. I'm glad you have some peeps. That's cool. Whatever. If they're your peeps, that's good. Keep rolling with it. I've had that happen to me a lot, TT. People will say, I know your voice. I've heard it before. Hey, Jenna Stronger, how are you? Yeah, I don't care who comes in here. I just don't. What's up? I don't care. You're welcome. I don't care. It's an open thing. If anybody wants to ask me something, or say something, or has any input, any questions, I don't care. Yeah, TT, it might have been. Yeah, might have been. That's okay. Yeah, sometimes, man, you just gotta stay in your own lane, and that's what I do. Like, if I'm involved in it, now, I got involved with like the Jin stuff and the Bernie stuff, and fuck yeah, I did. But I've already talked about that. But I don't care. But like I said, I'm the find out part of fuck around and find out, and obviously so is Gemini. So keep fucking around. You are
Yeah.
my sunshine. Hello. I'm good. How are you? But then, what I don't get is, like T said today when she was streaming Pastor Petty, she was like, he's over there laughing at all these women arguing in front of him or on his platform. She does the same shit. But I guess she's doing that because he's a man. But I don't know. It really doesn't matter. Oh, thank you. I'm a Leo. That's why I've got it up. And I run through fire. I don't care. It doesn't hurt me. Why was she streaming Petty? Because I guess he said something about her or something. I don't know. Because see, I don't get up in it. But I do, her saying that he streams people arguing and drama. Well, she does the same shit. She lets it, or he lets that happen on his platform. Well, she does the same thing. Yeah, you would think they would have enough going on. Shit. I know she probably says, well, he's a man and, man shouldn't be up in women's business. Well, what? I think you better rethink that. Well, he's a guy. Why would he, well, watch what you say. Like she says, don't worry what I'm doing over here on my platform. Well, don't worry what the fuck Petty's doing. Don't worry what the fuck I'm doing. Don't worry what the fuck anybody else is doing on their live. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Justina, but I don't know. I don't know why Scammy would want to do it on her platform. Because the old folks that were around are here. TT, I think they were being that way last night as well. Yeah. I mean, us over here are the group that was more or less screwed over. Who was what, Dramatop? Welcome back, Bree. Oh yeah, yeah. Um, uh, Witty, right? I mean, isn't she still drinking or whatever? And I think that she does do that. I mean, because T was saying that she was still an active addiction.
Why are they even talking on people like that?
I don't know, but that's what T said last night. She's still an active addiction. And da 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 da.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then
Aren't they sick of like the heat they're already getting? Why are they?
I I
Oh my
don't know.
God.
They just keep making more shit. They just keep stirring and stirring and stirring shit. But when it comes time for like either, you by speaking out on a live that you had and your post that you put out, or myself by going live and saying whatever the fuck I want to because I can, they don't like it. That's called licking the spoon. And they do not like it when it comes time to lick that spoon. Should we call you out on that? When T, you knowingly, your best friend supposedly, your ride or die, slipped the fuck way up. and you didn't give a fuck. You did not care. How about that? You did not give a shit. You didn't end your life, nothing. You let it fucking happen. But that's your best friend, isn't it? You let that fucking happen. But you love her. That's your best friend. You stayed quiet and you let it go on. You can just read in the chat there, Michelle. Yeah. Yeah. You both fucked up that night. T for letting it happen and not giving a shit. Right, Vajazzled? Hello, Deb, it's me. And then Dora. Who'd you throw under the bus that night? Huh? Who did you fucking throw under the bus that night? Yeah, you fucking did. I was there. I heard it. So did a lot of other people. Who the fuck did you throw under the bus that night? How many times has that person been thrown under the bus? Ask yourself that. You love that person, don't you? But isn't it funny how that live didn't show up anywhere on Beast Mode's YouTube? Where'd it go? What happened to that? Uh, mm, yep. Yeah, she does. What the fuck is the name of it again? You're welcome. Is that what it's called? Tangled?
I think she changed it. Hold please.
Okay. I guess so, Justine. Hello, Harley. 6 people now. You watching the numbers? Fuckers. Keep a
So
watch.
she changed it to hold on. You're welcome again.
It is.
But she hasn't been posting much, so that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like people are streaming other people's lives, then they're putting them on YouTube or whatever. So people are seeing them. Like we don't have to be in your live or watching from the goddamn doorway to see
Yeah.
what transpired. I don't know why they're not understanding that. And if you don't want anybody to see it, then don't go live.
Right.
Because even private doesn't even work, whatever the hell it is that you do.
Hello, unknown. How are you?
And You know, what really got me today was I got a screenshot sent to me. Oh, she won't be in a box for this, but I think it's because she was working or scrubbing her baseboards or mopping her floors for through the 3,000th time. Um,
No.
Now I am because you lied on me and I told you not to lie on me. And then I asked you again and you lied to my face. So yeah, loyalty is not there. Like she's like, I would never show um messages between me. Listen, I don't have loyalty to you anymore. You do shit, you get shit.
Yep. That's what I said. You find out when you fuck around. I mean, it's just like literally come clean. Like literally. You can scrub the fuck out of them floors you want. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna wash away. And why they both of them keep just wanna they get one bowl of shit stirred up, and then they go over and start another bowl of shit and stir it up. Who's operating all these spoons, man? Good God. And believe me, I can come up with other content because I do have, original thinking skills. I can do that. And I don't have to talk about crocheting, which I don't fucking do. I hate it. I don't like it. It's not my bag. It's not my thing. I do have original thoughts over here. I do. I don't have to go live and just I don't have to go live and just talk about y'all to have content. I do it because you fucked around. Do it because you fucked around. Oh, you're good, Jackie.
Amanda, question.
Yes.
Do you recall, I think it was, I don't know when it was, the other night maybe, like she was um talking about her battle and the money for that lady or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and how she wasn't battling Dora for the money, she was going to do smaller battles for the money or whatever the hell, she was small ones. And then you mentioned it again an hour and 16 minutes in on July 1st. So keep up, boo boo. I got receipts for days.
Oops. You know, from whatever fog you live in, when you wake up, please go back to at least Drama Talk. Please go to Drama Talk. Or have you blocked them? I'm sure you probably have. Because you cannot take accountability for your own fucking words that come out of your own mouth. So why would you want to listen, to somebody like that? Their YouTube. Anyway, whatever. But just find somebody on YouTube and watch your live from the previous evening, madam, before you go live for the day. You're, yes, very contradictory, very hypocritical. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean you can't imagine that she would remember much even that far back to June 30th because she couldn't even remember not even a week of getting paid $150 to not let somebody in their live anymore or their friends. And she slipped that up. Oh, I forgot. Yep, I have the receipt for that too.
yeah. It was 2 days, wasn't it?
I don't know exactly because I don't want to put a number. Have to be factual.
Loud. Because at least I do think about it. There's obviously no thinking going on over there.
Oh, and in case she is rewatching the lives that I just gave her a heads up on, it's pretty interesting. On July 1st, an hour and 8 minutes in, she admits to a account named Ashley G that she was a scammer.
Oh shit.
Named Ashley G that she was a scammer.
Oh shit.
But I thought you weren't a scammer, T, because you said you weren't a scammer
Yeah.
because you were telling people where the money was going to. You weren't a scammer, T, because you said you weren't a scammer
Yeah.
because you were telling people where the money was going to. Where are the receipts on that? Should we ask you those for those? Like you ask everybody else for receipts?
Goddamn.
You wouldn't like it, right? So stop doing it to other people. Stop being a
Yeah.
hypocrite.
Oh, I don't know, Mama Jax. I have no idea. And just like when I mentioned like Pastor Petty or why are they so worried about like just like what Holly Mae will do or what Queenie will do or what Bree says or what anybody fucking says? Why are they so worried about it? I'm not over here streaming people. I stay in my own shit. All right, Tangled. I stay right over here and deal with my business and, my people, and people that like to fuck around, they find out. I mean, it's just phone calls because she was popular. And, she, back in the day, the house phone just kept ringing, ringing, ringing. Where's Teresa? Is Teresa there? Blah, 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 blah. Mom and dad was like, get your own phone. Yeah, I do too, Loretta. Um, so Teresa put a phone in her room. It was one of those on the wall. Hang on a second, and I will go back to that. You are my sunshine. I keep cutting out. A second, and I will go back to that. You are my sunshine. I keep cutting out. Uh-oh. Wonder why. You might have to go out and come back in, Justina. Am I doing that for everybody else? Okay, drop and go. Was she? Okay. But I was even doing shit then. Teresa's phone would ring and ring and ring, and she had it way up high up on the wall. And I would have to jump up and down on her bed to reach the damn receiver. And it would ring like crazy. And I would get jumping on her bed till I get to a height where I could grab that receiver off of it. And I'd answer it honestly. I grabbed it and I said, TC's Boom Boom Room, what's up? Welcome back, Tangled. Let's see. Your question was, what made me leave? Let me scroll back here. Oh, you're good, Gemini. The first time, see, most people don't know. Hey, Foxy, the first time I left was because things that were being said out of their mouth, I'm kind of all about that, I'm a mean what you say and say what you mean kind of person. And I would always the bullshit that was happening. And I kind of felt the vibe that I was like kind of being pushed out. Hi, Rim. That I was kind of being pushed out, pushed away. Kind of not, I was just catching a vibe that wasn't good. Way, kind of not, I was just catching a vibe that wasn't good. and I would ask questions. Hello. And I left that first time because of that, because I was questioning too much. And hello, JJ. And that's why I left the first time. And there was a few other people that left too. And but then T wanted to have a conversation with me, and I went over to her platform. Yeah, see, sugar boom boom, yeah. And I went back over and had a conversation with her because I really cared about her and loved her, and she was a really good friend, I thought. I went back over there and then started, sitting back over there and, you know, being part of the crew again, and just having the same feelings come back, and started picking up shit more on how things were changing over there, and the direction it was going, and a lot of rest of us did as well, and we were getting literally pushed out. And then when I heard her say on one of her lives, she said, I knew what I was doing. When we all left, she was talking about all of her friends that left, her core group of friends that left. She said, I knew what I was doing when I was doing it. And I knew what would happen. And I didn't care. When I heard that, I was like, okay, that's all I needed to fucking hear, was that right there. That's all I needed to hear. Oh, Retta. Yeah, she does, Justina. She cycles through a lot of people. And, with 50 and Amber and all them sitting over there, this is a family. It's a family over here. We ride hard for our family. That's we were considered that at one time. We were considered the same thing. We said the same shit. Huh. You just keep thinking that way. See how family's done? Here we are. Why is it we're all still together? Oh, yeah, they will. They'll be bounced. Or they'll finally get the hint. Oh, thank you. You are my sunshine, but yeah. But that's the thing, though, Mama Jax. Uh, but that's the thing, though, Mama Jax. They don't understand that they are the problem. They're the victim and everything. How is it all of us have the same story and the same feeling? Right, Rim? And just like with me, I don't care if they say my name or not. Again, I am the find out part of fuck around. You were asked to keep your mouth shut. We wanted to keep it off this app. You chose to open up your pie hole and scream it out to everybody. Literally scream it out. Like a 6-year-old. and let everybody know our business. We were very live. You said you understood that. You obviously didn't. But now, you obviously didn't. But now I hope you're learning about what finding out means when you. Just like it was this is kind of funny, but this goes. It was this is kind of funny, but this goes back to again how my personality and sense in it. But just like with Stacy 420, I remember she was over on Mama J's account one day, and she mentioned the actual numbers and the word, and Mama J was like, "Oh no, don't say that," you know, and don't say that over here. It could get me taken down or whatever. And I was in there, and I had told Stacy, I said, and she said, I'm sorry," and I was like, "Yeah, you better apologize," or something like that. It was kind of funny when I said it, and anyway, so every time Stacy would go live, or if she was in somebody's box, or if she'd come over into T's live, this was a while ago, this was like a year or so ago, I would go up in a box if Stacy was in there, and I'd say, "Hey, Stacy," I was like, "Do you apologize to Mama J yet?" She'd say yes. Or no, it was Granny. Granny Gone Wild. I said, "Do you apologize to her yet?" She'd be like, "Yes, yes, I did." I was like, "Okay." And I might catch her later on the evening. I'd do the same thing. Just to be annoying. I'm just like that. I did that for the longest time. She could be up on somebody else's live. I'd just scrolling through. I don't even know who the freaking creator was, or who the host, whatever it was. And I'd see her in a box, and I'd do it. I'd be like, "Hey, Stacy 420, did you apologize to Granny?" She'd just laugh and say, "Yeah, I did." Be like, "That's good." Hello, Pumpkin. Thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate y'all for doing that. Y'all talking about collecting tears down there. That reminds me of a line from And Here I Go Stemming, Borat movie. "Do not be afraid of me, Gypsy. I'm just here to collect your tears." Has anybody seen that movie, Borat? Oh my God. It's hilarious. "Do not be afraid of me, Gypsy. I'm just here to collect your tears." Oh my God, it's hilarious. Yes. Then you know what I'm talking about, Jules. Fuck. That lady was having that yard sale, and he walks up. "Are these the things that you have stolen, Gypsy?" Freaking funny, man. It's so off the wall. God. But, oh, man. Right rim? God, I did some of that yesterday. I'm gonna keep everybody, abreast of the situation here. There are 23 people in my life. Do you hear that? 23, not 7. Not 7. 23. Listen, I got 23, not 7. I'm going global, baby. Yep. Man, that COPD's kicking today. Shoo, Lord have mercy. Oh, God. Who knows? Oh, my name is Annoying Mandy. Nope, I will not stop smoking. I'm currently doing that right now. It's probably why I'm coughing. Damn. Yeah, it was me. I'm muted. Coughing. That COPD's kicking today. Truly me. I had to do a good one of those coughs, where you sit straight up and down, like my dad used to do because he had it as well. This is true. You're correct, Ram. And where, you sit on the edge of your seat and you're like full on open mouth going cough, cough with your tongue sticking out. I mean, damn. One of those hard coughs, yeah. Shit. Yep. You are, Ram. Hello, Harley. Oh, I thought you requested. I'm sorry. Hey, just karate mom. Okay, Harley. Yeah. What's what? Oh, you're asking Justina. Okay. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh, good song. Y'all know anything about L Cool J? I know Retta does. Oh, do you, Harley? I used to get those after having a, yeah. Listen, Retta, back to Cali. I don't think so. Back to Cali. 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 Think so. Right, Gemini? I'm telling you. You got that right, Retta. Right, Mama Jax? Oh, you're good, Sugar Boom Boom. You're fine. Hello, East Texas. How are you? Yes, he do, Mama Jax. He do. He has. He did. See, this ain't no raging rap. This is what. This is how I get my ideas for, you know. Yes, that song with yes, Retta, that song with Eminem. Yes, this is relaxing to me. This is where I come up with my best find out ideas. The calm. Yeah, it is the good stuff. You're right. See, I go calm. That's the difference. I don't do all that raging. Well, they crashing out shit. I'm an old OG crash out. Yep. I'm an OG crash out. It takes a lot. That's right, Mama Jax. It takes a lot. And I mean, I'll use the measurements they do nowadays. A fuck ton of shit to get me to that level. So you'd really have to mess about. And if you do that, then no, I don't advise it. Oh, fuck yeah, crazy bitch. Listen to that. Oh, gosh. It's fucking high school, man. Oh, not that. Not salads. Oh, okay, Sugar Boom Boom. Thanks for coming in, doing all the likes and talking to us and everything. I appreciate you. Oh, She just figure out how to use somebody else's money to pay for it.
This is a journey into sound.
Oh, this is an old one.
This is a journey
Into sound.
a journey which is on the
Into sound.
a journey which is on the way. Will
Exactly, Mama Jax. And I'm not talking about T, I'm talking about Dora. Dora said her and Mama J was going to make a trip to Arizona, I think. Beautiful state. I encourage everybody to come visit. It's beautiful. So, again, thank you guys for liking the live. It is, I will say, it's like an oven. It's oven heat. There is like the highest the humidity's ever got to was like, I think 24 or 30% maybe. Well, in New York is like, they have a lot of humidity. Out here we do not. So it's like oven heat. It's not like, you don't have any, yeah, I mean, that's why I say it's a dry heat. There's no moisture in it. Yeah, dry heat, yeah. It's hot, don't get me wrong. It's just like when you have out here, Justina, yeah. Yeah. In the Midwest, or, yeah. Then like, out west here, it's a lot drier heat. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it is. Oregon is. I bet it is. And see, the closer you are, which I'm not, but the closer you are to like the ocean, on the west coast and everything, and the east coast is more dangerous, I guess, because you have like, the hurricanes and stuff like that. But like on the west coast, if you're like right there on the beaches and stuff, the salt from the ocean puts those positive ions in the air. And that's really good for you. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, from that wind off the ocean. But you're also like in the eastern part of the country, the humidity's kind of like matching the temp, isn't it? Or it's making that heat index go up because your humidity's like what, like 86% or something. Yeah, that's crazy. Man, it's hard to breathe. That's why places out west is good for people with breathing problems. That's if you don't smoke. That's something I wish I never picked up. Should have never started it. I knew better. I knew better. Sure did. But dumb kid did it anyway. Even though my dad had the same issue that I've got now. And I had, my dad had the same issue that I've got now. And I had juvenile asthma at the time. Did it anyway, like a dummy. And did it anyway, like a dummy. And still continue to do it. And the doctor asks me every time, "You still smoking?" I'm like, "Yep." Not as much as I used to. I mean, that's a fact, but am I still? Yes. Hello, fat bottom girl. How are you? Why lie about it? As soon as they see, like if they do like blood work or anything, as soon as they see your blood go up in that tube, if it's dark and they're just taking it out of a vein, that's laced with nicotine, man. I'm good. Fat bottom girl. Glad to hear you're good. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you do. That is an addiction, man. I wish I'd never picked it up. It's one of the hardest things to quit. And I knew better, but made that choice to do it anyway. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Colloidal silver. You know, it's just like the inhalers. I mean, from way back, even when I was a kid, those inhalers, man, that's just the same as like vaping. I mean, it's medication. Rescue inhaler helps. Yes. I'm not going to say it doesn't, but it's the same delivery, so it hurts, but it helps. Just like with anything else, any other kind of. But then again, like I've said, and I'll say it again, I don't know why anybody would want to sit at a table like that when it's just nothing but drama. And it's always somebody else's drama or it's made up drama. Drama from lies that have been told or misinformation. I don't know. People have to learn on their own. I mean, but how can so many people notice and see and has been done the same way? And all of us be wrong? All right, Harley. Get yourself some good rest. Hugs to you as well. Get yourself some good rest. Hugs to you as well. Uh, Anybody that wants to come over here and have a conversation with me, right? Right, Justina, that's right. But and that's what I mean. You remain teachable. I do. That's why you want to remain teachable every day. It's part of growth. And admitting to what you've done wrong, and that's staying true to yourself. And that's growth. And you lead by example. Always. Amongst everybody you meet. You want to, why do you want to be a downer to everybody? Why do you want to be the person that's at the top of the list of fuck shit? You know, I've always thought that you'd want to be like an inspiration to somebody, a positive, feature in somebody's life. You don't want to be the one that's doing all feature in somebody's life. You don't want to be the one that's doing all the fuck shit. Right. That's what I'm saying too, Mama Jax. And I did. And then they made it, Mama Jax. And I did. And then they made it impossible for me to find any more good. It had just come to a screeching halt. And that's the thing. You do that. You do that. We're only human. We never stop screwing up. But you got to notice where you fuck up and be like, oh wow, man, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that. Because what if I do that to the wrong person and they're going to take that somewhere, in their head or their emotions. And what if they do something to themselves? What if they do something to somebody else? Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, they've been open. I mean, I kicked myself in the ass for not listening to my gut the first time and just staying away. But yeah, that's true, Jules. But I should have listened to my gut and just stayed gone. But I didn't. Welcome back, Gemini. I did not listen to my gut when I should have. But there's a reason why everything happens. Oh, you're good, Diagnosis Amnesia Talk. You're good. Yeah, that's right, I did. Thank you for that. Yeah, it is. It was just more disappointing than anything. But what she did that evening when she yelled at me like that was completely uncalled for. Ever treated her like that. And she knows that. But for me to hear that her come out of her own fucking mouth when she was talking on the group, her core group of friends that left, that she knew what she was doing when she did it, and she knew what was going to happen when she did it, and that she didn't care. Huh. Okay. When I say stuff, I fucking mean it. So, when I was part of the group that I'm still a part of, obviously. Yeah, it is. Mama Jax. When we all said to her to keep it off of this app because it's private, it's, we wanted to do it in private. Because it's not for everybody, it's just all between us. She didn't. Again, you fuck around, you find out. Right? She didn't care the first time. Her people that she says that I love you to. Hello, sister. I love you, sister. All that happy horse shit that she spews over there. Has she held your name in positive? Has she held your name in positivity anywhere? When anybody's over here saying shit about you? No. And she won't. I know. Oh, really? And beast mode making that picture for her while the whole time keeping Gemini's handle at the bottom of it. That was foul. Because that's not Gemini's post. And that picture that Gemini used in the beginning, I don't know. She wanted to make T look like this wonderful bright star in a dark room. Whatever. Whatever. That was foul as fuck. Don't be doing that shit. First of all, it's not about beast mode. It's not about Amber. It's not about Fitty. It's not about the rest of the peanuts in the peanut gallery. You don't know the facts. You don't know the shit that went on. You have no fucking idea, nor is it any of your damn business. It wasn't supposed to be any of anybody's business. Oh, you're fine, you are my sunshine. Welcome back. Hello, Anne Marie. Oh, you're fine, you are my sunshine. Welcome back. Hello, Anne Marie. Thanks for all the likes, you guys. I appreciate you, everybody. Jackie, Anne Marie, Gemini. It doesn't concern you over there. I don't know why you need to stick your fucking nose in where it doesn't belong. Hello, so into you. Not our shit. Oh, my number's at 24. You shouldn't have said that, because guess what? I'm gonna annoy you with it. Pick, pick, picky, pick, pick. Picky, pick, pick. How you like me now? Bet you don't. I don't give a fuck whether you like it or not. I'm kind of getting a kick out of it. I don't care if anybody else is or not. It makes me laugh. It gives me a little chuckle. Ava doesn't seem bothered by it. I'm just sitting there listening to some good throwback rap from back in the day. You know, right? You can't just do that. If you do fuck shit, your mouth closed. Take your top lip and your bottom lip and pinch it together. But you didn't do that, did you? You want to be the town crier. Yeah, in between smacks of chewing that cud, you ran. Between smacks of chewing that cud, you ran your fucking mouth. Yeah, you did. Hello, Lori, how are you? I mean, somebody's got to remind you of it. And the universe picked me. I'm good. I'm good.
Transformation, transactions, new technologies, the value of data, and organizational trust. Let's make a difference together.
And I think if we're going to have any of the old mods, I would like to say her core people, not just her mods, her core people, go on a live. Exactly, you are my sunshine. That. It should happen maybe here. I mean, even though I believe Scammy Claw, it should happen maybe here. I mean, even though I believe Scammy Claus has me blocked, but she's more than welcome to come over here. But I mean, oh, what? Yep, I hope she doesn't. I hope she doesn't. Yep, I hope she doesn't. I hope she doesn't take it there. Don't. The fuck? Don't even be speaking on that. What? Thanks, Jackie. Shit. Ain't never met a bitch like me. Yeah, right. She does, though. She be doing it. She do. Yep. Wasn't T streaming Witty Roombas live last night? Or some shit like that? Fuck, I can't remember. I don't know. Shouldn't be doing all that. Excuse me. Okay, Lori. Oh. Okay, you are my sunshine. I'm glad you popped in to say hello. Hope you don't have to. I could go like every 15 minutes, every half hour, every hour, and be like, hey, bitch, I'm still here. And guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna talk about you again. I might just repeat everything. Hello, sunsets. I might just repeat everything I just said again and then say it again. Hello, pumpkin. Hello, Dawn Lynn. How are you, sunsets? Hello, Gemini.
Hey, so
What's up?
I don't know how T's getting her information, but she was like, "Oh, Amanda, call for Scammy." And first of all, I suggest you take your backdrop down, T. Keep running with that misinformation. That was not my post. I did not ask for old mods to reach out. You dumb fuck.
Right? I was not calling for Scammy. Why would I call for Scammy? I don't need help. I said if she wants to come in, she's welcome to. And I said why she has me blocked, I don't know. Was that calling for Scammy? Hang on. Here, T, I'm gonna make your lie a truth, okay? Here we go. Hang on. I'm about to make T's lie a truth. Hang on. There it is. I can do this on my own. Help me. Hold my hand. Dumbass. Like I said, I keep saying the same shit I'm saying. I don't give a damn. Do you understand the words that are coming out? You don't. That's the problem. You don't. Spend some of that money you get on a fucking dictionary, would you please? Start out with the word consequences. Try that. I don't need anybody's fucking help. Good evening, Scammy. I heard that T was telling me that I was calling for you. So I thought I would do a proper, cry out because I was making her lie a truth. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Give me a break. What's
Do
up,
me
Scammy?
do me a favor.
Yeah.
Do me a favor.
What's
Do
up,
me
Scammy?
do me a favor.
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Tell me to go fuck myself. Just say it.
Go fuck yourself, Scammy.
Good. You know what, Amanda? Go fuck yourself. Okay,
Thank you,
there it is.
Scammy. Is that clear?
Yep. Got it.
Shit. Like I need somebody to hold my fucking hand. I did not need anybody to hold my hand when you called me out that day. Do you remember that day?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I come over there on my own accord by myself. I did not need a clucket crew to come with me. And I believe there was like 700 and some odd people in your chat.
Yeah, it was hopping.
It was. I didn't need anybody to hold my fucking hand.
No, you are definitely you definitely don't need people to stick up for you.
No.
That's absolutely a fair saying.
Yes. I mean, and I've said, did I bounce back up here and goes into her fuck shit again? Absolutely.
Let's be fair though. They all were bullying Bernie, right?
Absolutely.
So I mean,
But they don't admit that. They just say, yes, did we talk shit? Yeah, that's called bullying. You were making fun of her. Yes, did we talk shit? Yeah, that's called bullying. You were making fun of her.
yep.
So, hello,
Yep.
why can't you just come out and say it? I can. I can own up to my shit.
Yep. Yep.
You
It's a
know,
mess over there.
it always has. Ever since we were more or less pushed out, we were pushed out. We took it off the app.
Yeah.
You know, the core people of her group took it off the app, and it took us days for her to even agree to a VC.
Yep.
And we took it there and had the conversation, which she felt like she was being attacked, which, hey, that's cool. That's your feelings. You're entitled to them. They're yours. We had ours as well. So, whatever. We're allowed to have ours. But we voiced our opinions, our thoughts, our feelings. But she wants to come at me saying that I wanted to control her platform. No, did not.
I
I
mean,
was what?
towards the end, you weren't even in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, you were scattered at best. Like you would come in like every couple weeks for a little while. Did you guys like I was trying to think of a time frame when all of this happened. Did you and the other mods start having issues when her platform kind of changed and it was just like all the drama and the screaming and the was that kind of when things changed for you guys?
for me it was a little bit before that, but that
Okay.
was like what was the cherry on the cake. Now I can't speak for Gemini.
Right.
Yeah, it was the same for me. And then some. And then my cherry on the top was just the lies, straightforward lying. Um, yeah, I mean, the last time I believe messaged Dora was May 5th. Last time I talked to her, but I backed away from all of it.
Yeah. You know, I was listening. I was listening to T's live earlier, and somebody asked Dora about hers and my friendship, and she knows exactly why
Hello,
that
Witty.
I kind of stepped away, and it all happened when they kept posting that picture of a rack pipe and saying it was Jen's, and I was in a box. I went into T's live and they were in there and I said, so
I'm glad, Witty.
I said, you're putting this up there and you know for a fact this is Jen. Yes, we know for a fact. I said, now I'm not talking about what somebody else says. You know for a fact and you have proof that this is Jen's, right? Yep. So Dora said, yeah, I got it. And I said, send it to me. I said, text it to me right now. So I sat in the box for like 5 minutes. Nothing came in. 10
That's been
minutes.
some
I'm
time.
like, Dora, did you send it to me? Oh, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Never got anything. Never got anything. Got off of the live, waiting. Nothing came. Nothing. I never got anything. So that to me was the beginning of the end because if you're gonna put something if you're going to put something that defamatory out, you better have proof. And that to me was a huge problem. And it was like after that night, they never brought it up again. They never talked about it, nothing. And I was like, so they're not even going to go back on and say, well, no, we don't have proof or nothing. It was nothing.
Yeah.
And that to me was the end because, I've always said, I don't care who the hell you are. If somebody does that to somebody, and I know the final straw, I had, said to Dora when T's platform changed so much, and it was just like, it was garbage. I mean, it was just all drama. It was garbage. I mean, it was just all drama. I said to Dora, listen, I said, you have a good platform.
Hey,
You
it's Mandy. Hello.
you do your crime stuff. You have a lot of followers. You have fun. You play music.
Hey, it's Mandy. Hello.
You do your crime stuff. You have a lot of followers. You have fun. You play music. I said, don't get yourself stuck, in all the crap going on over there because it's going to affect your platform. Yeah, that's what I said to her. And, she's been saying that it's because she sits with T. No, it had nothing to do with that. It had what T's platform had turned into. And I knew that it was going to be bad. And this was even before Florida Man was even in the mix. This was long before that.
Yep.
And, maybe a couple weeks after that, Florida Man did something. And, I texted Dora and I said, did you hear about what Florida Man just did? And I don't even remember what it was. It was a while ago. She said to me, yep. She goes, I am never having him on my platform again. And then an hour later, she's live and he's in her box. And I'm like, I'm done. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
I can't.
But I have known Dora from way back in the day. And there's a few other people that I know personally that know Dora from back in the day. From
Yeah,
her,
I've read some stuff. I'm not going to lie to you.
yeah, from her Calm Down Karen days.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You know what? It's a freaking mess. It's a freaking mess. And,
Yeah.
as I said, as a friend, I tried to kind of hope that she would see things. And, it didn't happen and that's fine. But
I did. I said, you have Dora in your ear guiding you along a path that's not going to be good. It's not, I mean, damn. The fake accounts, the lies. It's not, I mean, damn. The fake accounts, the lies, the all the shit. It's just a lot. Hello, Heavenly.
I'm sorry. Go on, Amanda.
But we, hello, Heavenly.
I'm sorry. Go on, Amanda.
But we tried to, you know, because I gave a shit, about her, and I didn't care. I didn't want to control her platform about her, and I didn't care. I didn't want to control her platform. She's got that wrong. I gave a shit about how she was going to come across to people, and how people were, going to look at her. But when there was like a 12-hour live she held, one of many she's done. But when I heard her say that when all of us left, she said, I knew what I was doing when I did it. And I knew what was going to happen, and I didn't care.
Wow.
And I was right. It just hit me in the gut, and I was like, that's all I needed to hear. That's it right there. So if you're going to do what they call fuck shit, on this app and you're going to fuck around, I'm the one who delivers the find out. Because we asked you very politely. Hello, Sassy. We asked you very politely to keep it off of the app because it was between us as a
Yep.
group.
Yep.
You know, we didn't want it on the app because we're adults.
Yep.
It's not everybody's business. That's what we said in that VC. But what did she do? That night that she disrespected the hell out of me, which, whatever, as soon as I'd left out of that box, that's why I'm here doing what I'm doing. And that's why Gemini does what she does.
You know, one of the things we've always said when we follow people that are scammers and all that on this app is take a look at their mod turnover rate.
Oh, God, yeah. Hey, Sock.
Reason for it.
Yeah, hello, Explain. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I have to say I wasn't I never knew what the story was. You know, I never knew why you guys left and all that, but I knew that was going to happen because I mean that platform has done a complete changeover of what it all fucking drama all the time.
Uh-huh. Hey, payroll mama. But then she wants to string Petty and say, that he's sitting there laughing while all these women are yelling at each other. Well, you do the same shit.
It's a bunch of that whole platform is drowning in hypocrisy.
Yes.
I listen to the lives, and it's like every couple minutes I could say, "Oh, that's interesting because you did the same thing," or
Uh-huh.
"Oh, that's interesting. You've said that before," or it's
Hey,
people
Vajazz.
people always don't listen to what's coming out of their mouth. That's what happens, and it's very easy, when you've been watching somebody for so long, you can pick out when they're lying, when, they've done the same thing before and now they're calling it out. I mean, it's just a joke. It's a
Mm-hmm.
joke. And I can't tell you how many people have messaged me and said stuff, about how, they can't believe, what happened. Why are T and Dora like this now?
Yeah.
I've lost respect. I used to, it's just, it's got to actually, people have to realize something actually is not right over there because people see it.
Yeah.
People that are just regular watchers see it.
And see,
And
I saw it the first time when I left.
right,
I left that first time. And what was coming out of their mouth was not matching their actions. And I left that first time and was over with Justina and Kelly and them. Do you remember that?
yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
And
I
then,
wasn't
yeah.
there that much.
And then I went back over because, T said she wanted to speak with me and talk to me about it. So I did, which was against my better judgment.
Oh
My
yeah,
gut was telling me not to do it, but I did it.
yeah,
And same thing. I went back over there and it wasn't too long. Same feeling. The vibe, and what you're saying is not matching your actions,
yeah, exactly. You don't hold back on what you say. You
No.
know, you don't say things and try to things hurt. That's their problem. You're going to say what you feel.
Yeah.
And I was listening to that live, and I was saying, yeah, well, yeah, she's right. Yep, that's right too. When you guys left, and I was even more surprised when Rem left. I mean, I was really surprised with that.
Yeah.
You know, But again, people from the outside have to say to themselves, why did all these people leave? There's got to be a reason,
Uh-huh.
and it all goes back to one or two people, and all of this stuff. It goes back to one or two people. And that's, the two people that we were talking about tonight.
Right. And it's like I've said before. I don't go live and say these things because I want people to jump on the bandwagon of hating them. I'm just saying, or disliking them, because hate's a pretty strong word. But she fucked up. She should have never brought it to this app and made it so god blessed global and public,
Yeah.
because we didn't want this. But she did.
Yeah.
So here we are. I am the find out part of fucking around. I mean, you've never met a bitch like me. And I will, I'm around. I mean, you've never met a bitch like me. And I will, I'm that annoying, just that little part of my character. Like I said, I've got like 85% of it, under control. But that 15% where I'm flicking you on the end of the nose, daring you to
Yeah, I
sleep.
heard that. I heard that part on your live when you were saying
Yeah,
that. I heard that
because
on the recording.
that is just me. I mean, if you want to mess around like that when you were asked nicely and with me, I mean, if you want to mess around like that when you were asked nicely and we discussed it and you agreed to that it's better to keep it off of TikTok. And then you turn around and bam, you get off of TikTok. And then you turn around and bam, you do this? No. No.
One of the things though that is that happens on this app, you say about them, what I say about them, doesn't matter. People are going to make their own decisions up, and as I always say on my platform, don't believe what I'm saying. Watch these
Yeah.
lives, listen to what
Right.
they say, and you can make your own decision. I mean, I
Right.
really don't
Yeah.
care. I don't care if people go over there that follow me. I don't care.
Right.
Just listen to everybody though. Listen to the
Mm-hmm.
words they say. See what they
Yeah.
do. See who they have in their boxes. See how they move around the streets of TikTok. It's very telling. It's very telling, what has happened on there.
Yeah.
And
And I'm sorry.
no, I'm done.
Okay. But I don't go into many people's lives. I kind of like just hover, and just listen and watch. And if you just do that and not involve yourself like with the comments people are making, just pay attention to the creator. Because if you involve comments, your mind's gonna go elsewhere. But if you just listen, just sit back and listen, you can
Absolutely.
you can learn a lot.
People that are hiding who they really are will always give themselves up.
Yep. Okay. There we go.
I wanted to ask you a question and about the group over there, and if you don't want to answer it, I totally understand.
All right.
Because one of the things that I have to say that concerned me was, I've come across this with the two of them and other people that are now in their boxes all the time. I mean, I've caught them mods and all that or whatever. What do you feel like was the most dangerous or the most dangerous lie that they continued with or continue with?
I don't know.
Or give an example of one, because
Uh,
I'm just,
I think one of the most dangerous is, call me if you need help. call me if you need somebody to talk to. I think that's dangerous.
Because were they not there for that? Like, were there times?
I would not personally want to call Dora for anything because then she has your phone number and then she starts to get in your head. And that's not a good place for her to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just that is scary. That is very scary and dangerous to me because if she feels like she can manipulate, or if she finds out maybe you're a very caring, giving person, and that she can manipulate that and use that, just like with Bernie, which I don't care for at all. That is widely known. But
Yeah.
she has all of Bernie's information,
Yep.
just like back in the day when we were going after a scammer beggar. Dora was close to her and got her financial information, all of Shannon's information.
Which Shannon was this?
She had butterflies.
Which Shannon was this?
She had butterflies on her name. What was her name? Butterfly, or what was it, Jen? We've called her so many things. We called her banana. Called her banana pudding. Wasn't it blue butterfly or something like that?
How long ago was that? Because that may have been. Was that before?
Oh shit, that was a couple years ago.
Okay,
There's
yeah,
Jen
that was
Savage
before.
right there. That was a couple years ago.
Okay,
There's
yeah, that
Jen
was
Savage
before.
right there.
That was at the very beginning. The very beginning. Find out Shannon kept saying they had my Cash App information. They had my Cash App information. And they took all my money, and of course, everything turned into Dora and Charity were truly ripping her off. I can't prove it. I have no receipts. I could go back through things that led to that, but we went after Shannon hard, and that woman came up the app. And at the end of it, Dora and Charity really did have that woman's financial information.
Yeah.
What
And
was
then Dora went from that to like 14 other people that she thought that were scamming, and it was just one after another after another after another after another. And I'm like, whoa, I feel like this isn't right. And that's when I started to question things and was pretty much told to mind my own fucking business, and then was slowly cut off.
Yeah.
What was she doing with her financial information?
Well, that's what I wanted to know. She said she needed it so that she could buy the prescription for this lady, and she could help monitor the gifts that were coming in, and all of the things that Dora was saying was all typical scammer shit.
Tessa remembers it.
But I came in as a friend because we were friends. I wasn't part of no anti-scam. We were friends. We hung out on the internet, on this app. We laughed. We had good times. It was never this. But there were other things that were brought to my attention that I was like, no, that can't be happening. And I was fighting my gut, when really I truly believe that once she did that to Shannon and got a taste of that, she just continued to go with making her pocket big. And she didn't really give a fuck on who she took down while she did it. Making her pocket big, and she didn't really give a fuck on who she took down while she did it.
Yeah. And that's what I mean by, I think that's the scariest thing.
More in this world that pisses me off more than someone that thinks they know something about sobriety and they don't. Until you've lived it, or you've lived with someone you love and you've gone those miles and you've gone those steps, you have no room to discuss somebody else's fucking sobriety, period.
Right.
She has no room to talk on DV. She has no room to talk on anything that she has no professional experience in. And all of those things are things that she has nothing. She's not have any experience in any of those things. She's never once gone to an AA meeting. She's never once done the 12 steps. She's never once hit rock bottom. She doesn't understand sobriety and she should stay the fuck away from it.
Yep.
You know, and if I can ask you, and anybody in here that can answer, because you know I have not been in that position before, but let's say in terms of with her, okay, and she's made it very clear that she was a drinker, she was an alcoholic. Is it considered sobriety if you're using gummies and all that? Do you know what I'm saying? I know it's a different type of.
And that's where you have issues with it. You're gonna find people that are in sobriety that are truly sober. They will go and get their foot amputated, and they won't take pain pills because they're in sobriety. Even if they were alcoholics, any other form that messes with their head is considered using. There are a lot of people that come out of um, alcohol, or whatever else, and they use 420 as their crutch. Some people will say that's fine. Most people will say that's not true sobriety.
Yeah.
And that's where sobriety is, and that's where it is so different this day and age. My mom and dad were alcoholics my entire life. My brother is a rug addict. He's 45 and he's been that his entire life. So I've walked through it. I know how it works. I know what goes on. Um, it, there are different levels. People fall in different places. In my opinion, watching my mom get sober, she didn't use anything. She took Tylenol and aspirin. There was nothing else. She was completely sober of all things.
I often wondered how does AA and all those other support groups see something like that? Do they see it as, okay, well, you're not doing this anymore, but now you're doing this? Like, is it considered a sobriety thing still, or is it that you're still using something that this? Like, is it considered a sobriety thing still, or is it that you're still using something that is altering you? You know what I mean? Like,
I truly believe that when you're in an AA group or you're in an NA group, anything that you're believe that when you're in an AA group or you're in an NA group, anything that you're using that alters the brain is considered not sober.
Okay.
So they'll say no, you're not, and you need to start over, or you can't continue to be in the group because you put other people in danger. It's not accepted here. And then some groups, well, you relapsed. We just start over. We just start doing the steps again. But I truly believe that a lot of them do not believe that you are completely sober if you're using another alternative.
Yeah.
That's interesting. 'Cause I never knew like how it was looked at like that. Because now that many states that's all legal, not illegal. So
See, like you got in the comments too, like Sugar Boom Boom said, she's an NA. Rug is a rug, and that's true. That's true. I mean, it's a rug is a rug.
So, as you're in AA, okay, if you go into an AA meeting and you've been sober from alcohol and all that for years, decades, whatever, but you're doing 420 or you're doing gummies and all that, they would be like, no, that's not how it works. That's right, Sugar Boom Boom. That's
Correct,
right.
because like she said, alcohol is legal too. So I mean, it's just a substance that you're abusing. So no matter how you look at it, in my opinion, it's not sobriety if you're using an alternative, even if it's different from what you were using. You can't go from being rugs to alcohol and say I'm sober. That doesn't work.
Right.
Okay. I
And
appreciate you clearing that up because I always wondered how that worked.
yeah, it's like
I
and
appreciate you clearing that up because I always wondered how that worked.
yeah, it's like Jenna Stronger was saying, alcohol is a rug. I mean, it is.
Yep.
It absolutely
Yep.
is.
Yep.
So, but I mean, don't make a post, about
No, no,
being
no.
sober, and then, no, I'm saying don't make a post about you being sober for 3 or 4 years, and then have you on a live, you know, doing a terrible rendition of Flashdance. It doesn't work that way. The two do not go together. And then throwing somebody under the bus before you even start it.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
fucked up. Fucked up. And that's not the first time that that person has been thrown under the bus.
I just have
So,
to say I'm proud of all of you that are throwing your sobriety dates in the chat. That's an
right?
accomplishment you should be proud of every minute of every day. I'm proud of you all.
One of these days, I hope to throw my sobriety date off of nicotine out there.
Oh, I hear you. I
My,
hear you.
man,
Yeah, I hear you with that. I hear
yes.
you.
Good grief. As I like
You know what the
one.
way I You know what the way I look at it though, Amanda? The way that I look at it is this, um, there's so many people now, okay? Think back to when we were all kids, okay? Did
Yeah,
you ever, like, I think I can count on one hand how many people I knew, up through college who died of cancer.
right,
Okay, like, it wasn't really a thing.
right.
Okay, it was a thing, but it wasn't. You didn't know a lot of people. It's like I know so many people now that are battling cancer, that have battled cancer and are in remission, have passed of cancer, all that stuff. Many of those people didn't smoke, and I've come to the conclusion that something is going to get us all. Okay.
Yeah,
Um, I could quit smoking today and I could be diagnosed with cancer in a couple of years.
yep,
And I've always lived with, I am going to live my life the way I want it. Okay. I know that smoking is not good for me and it will probably be the end of me in the future, but at least I did it my way.
yeah.
And
Didn't somebody
it's
sing a
kind of,
song about that?
yes, Frank Sinatra.
I did it
Um,
my way. Yeah,
But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like you hear these people that don't smoke and they're in great shape and they go out jogging one day and they pass away of a heart attack. I mean,
yeah,
and they were vegetarians. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
I don't think you can win. I just don't think I think if it's gonna get you, it's gonna get you.
Right.
And
YOLO.
I enjoy my coffee with my cigs in the morning. And that's the way it's going to be. I mean, I've tried to quit so many times and it just didn't work. So I guess that means that I'm an addict.
Oh,
And I'm an
yes, I
addict.
am for cigarettes. Yeah, I'm addicted to nicotine bad.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we all have our vices, but some are just.
Yeah. Some are dangerous.
But you know, I know I might be splitting hairs here. I don't know, but at least when I'm smoking, I'm not thinking of involving anybody else in it. Like I'm not going to do a DV on somebody. I'm not going to hurt anybody. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
what usually
You're not going to
comes.
drive.
Yeah,
You're
that
not going to
usually.
drive.
Yeah, that doesn't come with cigarette smoking. Usually when alcohol's involved, there's other people. A lot of the high percentage of other people being hurt.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like either getting behind the wheel of a car and driving, or there's a high percentage.
Yep.
But
I agree.
but don't come on TikTok and say you're not and you are. Don't.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. I hear you.
I just
I was there like just because as I said, I was very surprised, the way things came down in terms of a lot of people exiting the platform over there and all that. Um, what is one thing that you can say that people, what is one thing that you can say that people don't understand about why it happened? We've kind of heard what and about why it happened. We've heard what T's reasoning was. I heard one of your lives. I heard the recording of it. I heard one of your lives. I heard the recording of it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard all of them. I've heard T mention that you're having lives and mentioning them and all that. So I don't even know. What is
It's
what?
because I believe that the mask fell off. I believe that she was this person that she is now all along. That
Yeah.
she could not hold on to or hold up to the standard of being that kind, caring, game playing, you know, going after the truth and taking out the beggars and scammers and all that. She couldn't be that good person anymore. She just could not hold that position anymore because her true self was not that person. And that mask just finally fell completely off. And this is who she's always been. And that's it. And we all felt it, witnessed it, and heard it. And
Yeah.
we just left.
Is that a mistake?
Hello, Deb, it's me. I can't hear her. Can anybody hear her?
No, I can't hear the former mods and all that. Or even every. I mean, I see a lot of names in here of people that used to be in her lives.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a lot of people
You
in hang
guys.
over here that
Yeah.
used to be there. Yeah,
Did you guys hear me or no?
yeah. Can you guys hear Scammy?
Oh, okay. Somebody they didn't hear me. Can you hear me now? I don't know if you guys can hear me.
I can hear you, Scammy.
Yeah, they
Okay.
can. Yeah, they can
Okay.
hear you.
Okay. Were you surprised when T crossed over that forbidden line where she started posting her? Were you surprised when T crossed over that forbidden line where she started posting her Cash App and PayPal's in her bio?
Oh, I
What about you,
wasn't.
Amanda?
I was not.
You weren't?
Nope.
No.
I knew when that true self came out that all bets were off. When that true self came out, that all bets were off. Because if you notice, uh, honey, that's what it's about.
And I think that, that was a turnoff to people because, when you're sitting on your former platform, bashing people for doing that, when Jen used to do it and, when Domestic Survivor did it and they were collecting money and, she would go off on them for doing it and, all that stuff. And then that to me was the biggest shock because You know, again, it's the hypocrisy, right? You
Yeah.
know, do as I say, not as I do. You know, you can't do that. You're a beggar if you do that. You're asking for money. The only reason why you put your financial apps there is because you want people to send to you, and then there you go.
Yeah, it's just like
And
with
then
like I said to her that one day on my live. I said FWA has been doing this for a while. And that's her
yeah,
bag. That's her shtick. That's her thing.
right,
She's done
right,
this from the beginning, from the jump. There is no
right,
friends, there's no emotions, there's nothing. And when it comes to a hustle like that, there's no emotions plays into that. It's all about the
right,
money. You can't come
right,
on a platform or your platform and be all loving and have these friends and all this happy horseshit, and plus doing awareness on scammers and beggars, and do that for so long. What was it, 2 years? And then
yeah.
boom, one day just switch up. So you mean to tell me if I was to go up in there and give you $500 and say, hey, I want you to drop Dora out of a box and keep her out for the next 2 years. You tell me you're going to do it?
Right.
No.
I mean,
You
she
couldn't even keep
supposedly.
Skittles out for 2 days when Bougie
I
gave you
know
150.
that's what I was just gonna say. I mean, that lasted what, 24 hours maybe, and she forgot
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. How do you
or
forget
or
I
the
about
forgot
it?
raising
about it.
or the raising money for victims in the areas around, but unwilling to show any receipts for it because I'm Dora, I don't have to.
I think I remember her showing some stuff though when she bought the stuff for the officers that were searching.
To go when they had something go on in her area, and they raised all the money to get water, and people were like, well, we want to see the receipts, and then everybody was like, well, no, it's Dora, she doesn't have to show receipts.
Oh, that's
I thought
during,
that was last summer.
no, it was during the hurricane that hit.
I thought it was just
Oh,
that not
The
that long ago. It
tornado.
was,
But it was an actual
yeah.
tornado that
right,
hit.
right.
I mean,
Oh,
and I'm
Yeah.
not
okay,
saying that
yes.
that didn't happen in the area, but if you're gonna specifically raise money for that, then show what you're doing. Because I raised
Because
money with her, and she didn't show what she was doing, and it made me fucking bail right now, never to do it again.
I remember when she did that thing last summer. Remember the pew pew were in Kentucky,
Yeah.
and they were buying. She was getting stuff for the workers that were searching. I remember she showed those receipts. I thought that's what you were talking about. I remember that one because she was really clear on how much money she got in and what she got and all that. I didn't even know about this last one
Yeah.
when she did that.
No, because she got so much heat for it that it quick they reverted to get off of the subject to avoid having to show receipt or answer questions.
Huh.
Yeah. That
Yeah, and
is,
there was that whole thing, with T saying that she was collecting money to help, one of her the box people over there who was moving, and she was doing some battles and stuff and all that. He quickly showed a receipt of that, but I mean, just in TikTok gifts alone, in a week's time, she made over $400.
mm-hmm.
So, I didn't really see I mean, I saw a quick receipt of a hotel or something, but, and she was saying that she was going to need money for hotels for some, and she was saying that she was going to need money for hotels for some food, this and that. There was never anything, I don't think, 100% shown. Like, this is how much money I got on gifts. This is how much money people
Hello,
sent to
Heather.
my Cash Apps. This is. And
Yeah.
on TikTok, you'll get ripped up with that shit if you don't show receipts.
Southern
Dude,
Girl,
we
we're
could
talking
barely
about
hear you,
T and
Jack.
Dora.
I think she was saying something.
Yeah. Drop and go, you. I can't even hear her.
No, I can barely hear you. Are you on Bluetooth?
I'm not, but I don't know if she
No,
is.
I mean
Yeah.
drop and go. Yeah.
Barely.
Barely.
I can't hear you.
It sounds like your phone is about a half a mile away from you, and you're
Yeah.
yelling.
I don't know. I'm right here, but
I'm
Oh,
muted, so
there
go
you
ahead.
go.
There you are.
There you go.
the hotel was paid for. They didn't need money for a hotel. And T had said all the battle money was going to Meemaw.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember that.
Stop what, Heavenly? Yep. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Gemini was in here earlier and told her to go back and watch her live. Reminded her of that. The date of the live and the time to go listen.
Wow.
Of when she said that her and Dora was holding a battle to
Yep.
collect money for donations for Meemaw's trip. And no,
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. You know,
yeah,
especially when you are coming from where they came from awareness. I
uh-huh,
mean, you got to dot your I's and cross your T's with this shit.
yeah.
Hmm.
But I mean, I don't understand why people don't ask themselves, since it was brought to the app, why all this group of people have the same impression, you know? And we were quiet. I never said anything. Jem and I never said it. We were quiet. We didn't say nothing until that night I dropped out of her box after she yelled at me, thinking I'm 5 years old. And she's like, okay, so everybody wants to know what happened, so I'm going to tell you. I'm just going to tell everybody. Okay. And she did. Oh, Bonnie Jean is not loading in the box. Bonnie Jean, did you want a box? Thank you, Pink Survivor. Guess not. Okay. There we go. But yeah, I mean, we all cannot be wrong. And they'll get it when it happens to them. They're sitting over there saying, oh, we're just such a tight family. No, that's what we thought too. We were talking off the app, just all
Yeah.
big group of friends, But no.
So, Amanda, are you telling me you're not gonna go to the get together in Nashville next year?
Hey, you never know. I love crashing parties. I love crashing parties.
I think I had mentioned this in my live one day. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, some night when the boxes are full over there. Okay, and it's their regular people.
Mm-hmm.
Take a picture of who's in the boxes.
Oh my God.
Okay, and then take a look in about 2 months.
Right.
I was just gonna say they're not even gonna be together next year at this time when they're saying
No.
they're gonna take their little trip. Ain't gonna happen.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't be booking any hotel rooms over there yet, for sure.
No.
Because, you base it on a track record, you know? What is likely to happen based on what has happened so far?
Yep. History does repeat itself.
Yeah, it does.
Hello.
kind of like my Mexican food I had for dinner.
But I mean, come on. History repeating itself in politics right now. History repeating itself in fashion. Well, it does with the same shit unless they learn from their mistakes, take responsibility for the fuck shit they've done, and remain teachable. That's the most important thing. Remain teachable, you know,
You know that,
and learn from that. Just learn from it and admit, yeah, I shouldn't have said that. I said that, and I shouldn't have done that. I probably shouldn't have said that. You're right. And so you don't say that again. That's why when I have my live, I'm like, if anybody, if I'm saying stuff that's like maybe too hardcore, or maybe I should step back and take a look at it, or whatever. If, or if I'm speaking to you in a way that maybe you don't care for. And if I'm like John Wayne, I shoot from the hip, and I can be a lot of people call that bold, but I'm just like assertive. I'm just an assertive person, I guess. I want to make sure that, I'm not Willy Wonka. I don't sugarcoat shit. I don't do that. I'm straight and to the point, anything, because I was told I didn't have time. So I had to be assertive. Keep the chat open. There's some people that come over here that I don't really fuck with anymore.
yep.
But if they want to say something, or they take away something positive, that is fantastic. And, I feel honored in the fact that someone has spent their time over here, and maybe has something I've said has resonated with them. And they'll be like, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I'm going to try that. Even if it's just a small thing. That's where I had to start. And if that's a small thing, great. Maybe come back the next time I'm live, or listen to my entire live on YouTube or something. I'm sure it'll be up there somewhere. Sometimes it is, the other time it isn't. Other times it's not. But if you do take away something positive from it, that's where I feel like I'm helping somebody succeed. And that's what I want to do, is help somebody be better. And it's not because I think I'm better than anybody else and I will be better. And it's not because I think I'm better than anybody else and I will go on here and, say things that I do, or, because I do a lot of writing and stuff, and I say things that I write about. And if that's just from experience and life. And if you take something away from that, and if you take something away from that, I feel honored. And if it helps you succeed, that's great. And that's what I want you to do. That's what I want people to do. Yeah.
When I was teaching, one of the things that we
Hey,
always
Louise.
we were always told, you have to be a lifelong learner. You have to be willing to learn, even if you're not in school anymore.
Right.
You need to be able to make mistakes, learn, and get better from it. Okay. A lot of people don't do that on this app. They make mistakes. They might apologize for it. But then they do the same thing again, and then they do the same thing again. And,
Yes.
That's something that people see. People see that on a daily basis on this app. And, being able to apologize for shit that you've done on this app is a lot better in the long run, not only for you, but how people perceive you. If you apologize, sucks, because you have to admit you were wrong, and nobody really likes to do that,
Right.
Nobody likes to do that, but it's the right thing to do. One of the other things too that I think is very important, if you're going to have a platform, that's a consistent platform is that you have to listen to your mods.
Yeah.
And that is one thing that I am very happy about is that I've had the same mods for over a year. I've had one mod who left the app and another mod that is no longer with me because she works
Stay here.
down this road, or, you need to stop doing this, or, I listen to them
Yeah.
because I know they have my best, they have their best intentions, and they want to make sure that,
Yeah. Because that's what they're supposed to do. I mean, they have your best intentions at heart. They want to they want to see you your character hold up. They want to see that, hey, don't be saying anything about this or that because we don't want to go down that road. And that
that's, I think, the difference. You know what I mean? Um, it sounds like there were concerns that were brought up, and it kind of fell on deaf ears. And when you don't appreciate what your moderators do for you every day, and you, ma'am, no ma'am kind of person, um, you don't have what you need to be successful, and you're not going to be successful because
right.
it takes more than a host to have a successful platform.
And I told her several times, like, I wasn't trying, she says all the time that I was trying to control her platform. No, I was trying to guide her in the ways of, like, to make it successful without doing this shit. And I told her, I said, it's more or less like a mini talk show.
Yeah, exactly.
Or your co-hosts, and you talk to your chat, and then you talk to your chat, and then you also talk to your panelists. It's like you address your audience and your panelists because that's how you work it. It's like a mini talk show.
Yeah.
And I said that to her several times. You've got to run it as such. But you got to know how to communicate.
Yeah.
You got to understand the meanings of words, like consequences.
Yeah.
And the simple, fuck around and find out. That's
Yep.
as simple as it gets. So, like I said, ain't never met a bitch like me. So, I mean, I am retired, so I have plenty of time to be the annoying little, that itch you just cannot reach to scratch. And,
Isn't
we
retirement great?
it is fantabulous. I'll tell you. I love it. I have no set time to do anything at all.
Yeah.
And
And,
every 30 minutes, fuck it, every 5 minutes, 100 in here earlier. There was over 100 in here earlier. Since you're keeping, you're worried about numbers over there. Fuck.
oh, are they streaming us?
I don't know what they are, but they were earlier. One of the peanuts in the gallery said something about, well, we got over like 200 peanuts in the gallery said something about, well, we got over like 270 people in here when there's only 7 over there. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if there's
But
0, 7, 70. Don't care. I'm still going to go on live and run my mouth because you did. Because you were asked not to.
and again, with numbers and all that, numbers are very telling. As I've said, okay, I know for a fact that when I'm, discussing the whole thing with Florida Man and all that, my numbers go way up. The
Right.
numbers are up over there, not necessarily because everybody is agreeing with them and thinks they're fantastic. They're there to
Right.
watch a shit show
Exactly.
because they've seen the platform deteriorate. And they know that every night there's going to be some new drama in there or multiple.
Lady Day. Sorry.
So people are in there to watch that. They're not in there because, they're supporting, the people that are in the live or, what they
Mhm.
made for dinner. There's nobody in there.
Hello, friend. Hello, Starbies. Yeah. Hello, Free Spirit. I want to say thanks for everybody liking the live and stuff and sharing. I want to say thanks for everybody liking the live and stuff and sharing it out. I appreciate it. But what's going on? Let's see. Yaya, did you want to open a box? You're still loading. Yaya, did you want to open a box?
No, sorry.
Oh, okay, you're fine. That's all right. That happens.
Yeah, it does.
But
Well, again, I never got, when y'all left, I never really knew what the reason was. I was watching from the outside the night that T popped off and,
yeah,
just went on, what happened, why it happened and all that. And, I heard that side of it,
right.
but I never heard your side or some of the other mods that left.
Yeah.
So as I said, overall, it is sad. It is sad because I know many of you are very close to, everybody over there.
Yeah, we talked on the
Quite
back
honestly.
end. We talked on the back end. We had each other's phone numbers. And
Oh yeah.
and on the back end we had each other's phone numbers. And
Oh yeah.
and if, one of us had a bad day or something, we were talking to each other all the time. We were like long distance friends, you know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
shared things with each other. We spent that's
Yeah.
just
It hurts.
to do
It
that
hurts.
kind of
I'm sure
shit.
there's,
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It's very disappointing.
but I
And
mean, in the long run, look, you wouldn't have been around for this stuff now. I mean,
no,
you would have been gone regardless.
absolutely. I don't play that shit. And just like with the Florida man stuff and all that, um, I don't even talk on it or speak on it because at the end of the day, it's not my thing. It's not my. I'm not saying anything against you or anybody who does talk on it.
No, no, no.
It's not my thing. It's not my
No,
stuff to
I
talk
totally
on.
get it.
I speak on what has been done to me or my
Yep.
close friends, and that's what I know to be true.
Right.
And that other stuff, eventually it's going to work itself out, and it just takes time. Stuff will eventually work itself out, and it just takes time. Which, when it all comes down to it, it just takes time. Which, when it all comes down to it, what's going to happen is going to happen. And there's going to be some pissed off people, but
Yep.
but yeah, just like with anything else, like with the Queenie stuff or anybody else's stuff, petty stuff, I just don't talk on it.
Right.
But and just like I don't stream over here, I never got down with that either.
Right.
I just don't want to stick my nose in other people's business. But
Yep.
I like to, I don't know, like I said, I do a lot of writing and stuff, and I like to talk about other subjects. And like I said, if it affects me, I will talk on it. I will speak on it. And I mean, I'm not saying I'm not a nosy person, but I keep it to myself. Or you know, on phone calls with friends or something, we'll discuss all the happenings on TikTok and all over TikTok. But
Tell me something. What is the what have when did you retire, by the way?
Oh God, it's been let's see, I'll be 57. I retired 10 years ago.
Oh, okay. So you've been retired for a while.
Yeah.
What have you done? What have you picked up in your life to take that to fill in that time where you used to work the 9 to 5 or whatever. Like, have you picked up anything, any hobbies or any
Absolutely.
skills?
Uh,
What do you do?
I do leather crafting. I showed a sketch that I drew the other day in my life. I sketch, I sculpt, um, from doing it for friends and stuff like that. People have asked me to help them do that. Um, I do stuff like that. I do a lot of
Yeah,
art. I do a lot of painting, sketching, sculpting, leather craft. I mean, I do it all by hand. I don't use any presses.
right. Oh, that's
But
good.
yeah, I mean it. And I read. Um, I'm a history buff. Always have been.
Yeah.
Um, I read a lot. I do a lot of writing. Um, I even thought about, it'd be cool to write a book because I did write a children's book, but I never published it. And I wrote that in, I think it was my sophomore year of high school. I think it was my sophomore year of high school. Because I took some back then college courses you took like through the mail, and I was doing uh, college course of creative. I was doing uh, college course of creative writing and English literature uh, through the college, and so I had like 3 or 4 college credits, I think it was. Hell, I can't even remember. I just stuck it
Do you
away in a
still have
box.
it?
Yeah, it's in a box somewhere.
You should publish it. There's a
Yeah,
lot of small publishing companies that'll do that for you.
yeah, that's true.
You don't
Yeah.
have to go to like Simon and Schuster or something like that.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't do all that. No. Man, that's an
That would
epic
be
house.
fun.
Yeah, but I thought about writing another book because I mean it's just like TikTok. To me, my brain is so analytical. I analyze a lot of things. Um,
Mhm.
it seems like it's almost like a social experiment,
Oh yeah.
you know, and
Hmm.
you go from like platform and
Oh yeah.
watch and learn like this social gatherings and how they treat each other and what they say and what they do. I mean, you could break it down into an experiment almost, you know. Oh, thanks, Jeannie.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
But I mean, and I don't know. I'm thinking,
Hey, listen, if Gabby Jacobson can do it, you can.
oh, good Lord, Lord have mercy.
Somebody posted that in the chat. That's
Oh
hilarious.
yeah,
But it's
did
true.
she?
Yeah, yeah, she is. And
She's a
she wants
published
to
author. Oh
yeah,
no,
she wants to be able to teach people how to be better parents, according to her.
give
I,
me a break.
no, no, I swear to God. I swear to God. Um,
Oh, wow. Okay. All right, man.
yeah.
I tell you, see, that's what I mean. I'm telling you, I'm going to put pen to paper. That's how I
You
write.
could
I
write
don't do it on the
you could
computer. I actually write it.
you could write volumes. You could write
I'm
volumes
telling
of the
you,
shit that
man.
goes on in this app. It's crazy. Well, you have been probably one of the toughest adversary I have had on this app.
Why, thank you.
No, but you know why though? I think because and it's not a bad thing. And I've said it. You speak what's on your mind, and you don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
but in a way, we're similar in the fact that we're both very strong-minded, strong-willed, and we're steadfast on what we believe in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the times that we have gone at each other, that's the way it was. It was always a very tough verbal confrontation.
Yes.
And I never had any animosity because I know that I poked the bear.
Yeah, I know
Um,
I poked it too. Like I said, I've got that
no,
annoying part of my personality.
but the difference is, and if I didn't even know you were blocked, first of all, until Jen told me that you were blocked.
Yeah.
And if we hadn't even had this conversation tonight, and if you had come into my lives,
Yeah.
you would have been able to stay in there without a problem.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that type of an animosity.
Right, because I didn't come into your lives and start shit.
No,
You know,
no,
I was always quiet.
so I mean, I always knew where you were coming from in terms of that.
Yeah.
But the difference is that you can be adults.
Yep.
You can be adults.
Yep.
So much shit happens on a daily basis on this app that half the time I don't even remember why I don't like people. Have you come across that? Where it's like a name will come up and I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that person. Do I like
No.
them? It's like one of those things.
Oh no, I
And
remember.
see, I don't,
I
I
do.
don't, I don't remember that. And you know, you were one of the people though that I've met on this app where the things that were said to me by you, for the
Hmm.
most part, were deserving because, I was poking the bear, and
Yeah.
I never really had animosity. Yeah, it pissed me off, but
Yeah.
I mean, I've talked to people like that too,
Yeah.
and
Well, I
the
appreciate
difference
that.
is, what was that?
I said I appreciate that. I do.
No, it's that's why when I came in here, I wanted you to tell me to go fuck
Oh
myself.
yeah.
It's That's why when I came in here, I wanted you to tell me to go fuck
Oh
myself, and I wanted to tell
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
And now let's move on. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. I'm good to go. You
But
know?
I wanted to thank you, and I'm glad those of you have found greener pastures over here. As I said, you guys wouldn't have been there now anyways because it's a totally different place there now, and I don't think a
Yeah.
majority of the people that were there, 6 months ago, 8 months ago, would have stayed regardless. People that were there, 6 months ago, 8 months ago, would have stayed regardless. You know,
Yeah.
because
And
it's
just
not
like,
it's not what you. Yep.
and then they
Oh yeah.
say, "Oh, I'm sorry, TikTok must be glitching." No, your finger is. You're
Yep.
the glitch.
Yep. No,
People,
that
they
that
just don't
is.
know.
Yeah, that's something that has to be toggled. I mean,
Yeah, they're getting
TikTok does,
played.
TikTok doesn't toggle things back and forth for you. It just doesn't happen.
Right.
But listen, I wish you a lot of luck on your platform.
Well, thank you for that.
When I see you on, I'm
I had a
happy
good
to do it.
conversation with me. I do appreciate that. I really
Yeah.
do.
And everybody in here, thank you so much for
Yeah,
being so nice in
I
here.
do.
And everybody in here, thank you so much for
Yeah,
being so nice in here and so warm. I appreciate that very much. And everybody and Amanda, have a wonderful night. Okay,
you as well, Scammy. You have a good one.
take care. And have a wonderful night. Okay,
You as well, Scammy. You have a good one.
take care.
Bye bye. Oh, you're welcome, Andrea. So, see, there we go. I mean, it's not like, we're going to do lunch anytime soon. You're good, Jen. It's just that everybody doesn't have to believe the horse shit. Because at the end of the day, it's horse shit. Yeah, you never know. You never know. Anything is possible. Yeah, that's right. I remain teachable. There it is. I remain teachable. Exactly. If it looks like shit and it smells like shit, it must be shit. Hello, Eileen. Hello, Missy Buns and polka dot socks. That's good, Jen. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, if they want to paint me, write me as the villain in their story, well, guess what? You're gonna dead ass be the losers in mine, because you are. You lost out, first of all, on really good people. You fucked over some really solid, good women. Good people. You have a good evening as well, Vajazzle. Thank you so much for coming in. Welcome back, Gemini. You sure did. There's a lot of people that come in here that no longer go in over there, and you lost some good people. I'll just tell you that. I know that for a fact. But that's okay. We'll keep going. Just made our group tighter. That's it. And I bet you wish her mods will see her loving family. They'll figure it out. And when they do, they're gonna, it's gonna hurt. It really is gonna hurt. That's right. But I mean, why would you want to continue to live in that negativity, even on a social app, still just arguing and fussing and fighting and lying and making people uncomfortable? Why would you want to keep perpetuating that? It's like a big black cloud that you're taking from your personal life or from yourself, and you're putting it onto a social app and just spreading it. And you're putting it onto a social app and just spreading it. Anybody there's probably people that are depressed and not feeling good, and they're angry. Hey, I can get in with this. So they get in there and they start arguing and fussing and fighting, and it just makes their depression, their rage, which that rage is depression. It's just turned outwards. Right, Heavenly? Yeah. I ain't all about that shit, man. I ain't all about that doxing and all that. I ain't know, man. What you get on here is what you get in real life. I'm not taking anybody's phone number and fucking doing a deep dive on where they took their last, or they left their last shit. I'm not doing that. And fucking doing a deep dive on where they took their last, or they left their last shit. I'm not doing that. I don't care. Click clacking on the keyboard as, just basic human respect. If you're doing that, we're good. I do not do all that shit. I don't screen record. I don't stream. I don't do that because, no, that to me is where you start getting in some fuck shit. I just don't do it. I just don't do it. But continue to, but I guess, what is it now they say over there that, oh, it's just, we're so thankful that you just let anybody come into your life and say whatever they want. Well, I do over here too. But I tell you what, I'm not streaming drama and then letting drama happen also within my own, between people that are coming in over there. Yes, Heavenly. Welcome back, Retta. But I will let you find her, Boom Boom, if she reached her 10,000 yet. But you never know when I might go live again. But when I do, I will let you guys know so you can share it out. But I've been on here for a minute. So I guess I'll get off here. So, you know. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm blocked from over there anyway. That's okay, though. But anywho. So that, oh, you're welcome, Jen. But I want to thank everybody. So I will talk to you all again soon. Okay? Good to talk to you another night. Thanks everybody for coming in, liking the live. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a good evening, what's left of it, and have a better day tomorrow. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.